Hi everyone, my name is Olivia Eng and I currently live in the San Francisco Bay Area on Ohlone Territory. I'm a multidisciplinary artist with my main focus in dance, and I'm also developing my own multifaceted and community platform called S.C.A.R.S, which stands for Strength, Courage, and Resilience of the Soul. And it's strongly inspired by the Nichiren Buddhist concept of turning poison into medicine and the practice of Kintsugi, which highlights the philosophy that broken pieces that are put back together actually make us stronger and more resilient and beautiful by honoring, learning from, and creating value from our history. I think of the S.C.A.R.S project kind of like a tree that has many different branches that all encourage the powerful healing that can take place through the intersection of dance, poetry, music, storytelling, art, photography, and cross-cultural exchange. I'm also currently studying herbalism and also interested in continuing to learn more about agroecology and permaculture design and weave this knowledge into the S.C.A.R.S project to ultimately create a more holistic space to bring together and connect diverse communities. I was part of the Training in Applied Agroecology Cohort 2 as part of the MESA program, and I'm going to share some things that I learned about popular education. So the term popular education is actually derived from Spanish and Portuguese terms, and the word popular carries a different weight of meaning the way that we commonly understand it in English. So while in English we think of it as meaning in wide favor or well-liked by the majority, in Spanish and Portuguese it has more of a social meaning. So you can think of it as meaning pertaining to the people. Essentially, it's a teaching methodology that is aimed at empowering people who feel marginalized socially and politically through valuing their life experiences as the base and means to develop critical consciousness and social awareness to affect social change. And the concept was originally developed by the Brazilian educator Paulo Freire to encourage the poor and disempowered people of Brazil. Popular education is characterized by participatory activities and learning methods that value participants' life experiences and help develop their critical consciousness. This approach attempts to inspire people to look at the world from new perspectives, empower people to think for themselves, and enable them to create change. Critical consciousness fosters an in-depth understanding of the world and encourages collective action against oppressive elements in a struggle for human dignity and liberation. So you can see here in this visual that was created by a popular education center in Ghana, the idea of popular education is that it essentially encourages us to really engage with all of our senses and capabilities to reach our full potential, and that we apply this way of learning in any area of our life. So as you can see in this kind of spiral diagram, it basically starts with the knowledge and experiences of the student, which then validates and acknowledges the diversity of people and perspectives. So from this place, patterns are analyzed so the person can work on new skills and create a plan of action. So you can think of it as a horizontal transmission and relationship where everyone is a teacher and a learner. So this ends up fostering self-awareness, reflection, and the connection between one's experiences and societal problems. It also breaks down the traditional hierarchy and institutionalized way of viewing education. Another word to describe this way of teaching and learning is called horizontal pedagogy, because it literally creates horizontal rather than vertical or hierarchical relationships between the teachers and the students. And this can be a way to affirm the dignity of all participants and recognizes that each person is continuously a teacher and a student throughout life. You can see here on the slide, there's some example of popular education tools such as story circles, body movement activities, song, music, poetry, and writing, and all of which are done in a safe space. And just to reiterate some of the beliefs of the popular education way, is that everyone's experiences are important, Everyone is both a teacher and a learner, and everything we need to know we can learn from the people and the world around us. This is a mural called Nuestras Vidas, Nuestra Cultura, and it incorporates the students' life experiences as well as those of their families and communities through art. So the students of Dorothy Stang Popular Education High School created this in 2013, and they worked collaboratively with the guidance of a Brazilian-born visual and teaching artist, Mirtas Zwerzinski, to create this collaborative project. The mural is based on students' visions, themes, and artistic labor, and contains an excerpt from a poem, Yo Soy Joaquín, by Rodolfo Jorge González. So some ways that popular education is related to social change, for example, is helping people take effective action to solve their problems. So by helping them become aware of the social injustice and inequality in society and economy. And participants of popular education collectively envision ways to transform these structures. This process liberates people from circumstances that once dominated their lives. And so as each person changes, it generates collective momentum to manifest societal change on a greater level. This way of learning and collaborating has really played a creative role in social change movements in the Americas and other regions for over 4 decades. This way of engaging and thinking really reminds me of some of the concepts that I actually study in my Buddhist practice. So I wanted to share a quote that reminded me of the essence of this philosophy and way of thinking. It goes, "A great human revolution in just a single individual will help achieve a change in the destiny of a nation, and further can even enable a change in the destiny of all humankind." These are some of the references where I sought out my information from. This is my contact information if you want to get in touch or check out some of the work that I'm cultivating and doing for the S.C.A.R.S project. I'm trying to actively integrate a lot of the things that I learned through this popular education philosophy into creating this platform and just developing it more. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope to collaborate with some of the community that is listening to this.